whole team when we riding on. Hey, I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. It's that big of the guy. Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He was brought down. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Wentz going to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And Adams has it complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First down, Wentz, and that is incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Wentz to throw again. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
On the carry.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Touchdown.
D.D. Westbrook, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Ravens nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for the former Buckeye, G.K. Dobbins. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
Take him down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stumped him. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Now the flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Now be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Ravens nothing.
Jackson escaping the pressure right. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. From the gun, it's Jackson. This is caught. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard.
A quick throw complete to Chark. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Complete.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Wentz now on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A nice move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Working from the gun, Wentz. And Ingram hauls it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down, Jaguars.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Quick throw out wide by Wentz, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Third down.
Down before he's brought down at the 3. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Try to run it in, going option right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Right side, Ayers, and they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. From the gun, it's Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But now it's third and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Wentz. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they got to try something because right now, they're just cutting into shreds.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Ravens.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Second and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Jackson will throw again. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 33. And the 10-year bet knocks it to the goalpost, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it complete. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap, and again to Dobbins. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Raven. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
$13 yards remaining on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Here's Jackson to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out in the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Man on the left side is Brown. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Wentz. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Wentz. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. To throw is Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. First time they looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He finds some open field here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Stepping up. Oh, no, lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they get this one out to the 50 on midfield strike.
That takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we could make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars.
The ball carrier,
Marlon Mack, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
point after.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself 7-point defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Dobbins running out of the gun. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Dobbins. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Dobbins, the ball carrier. C.J. Henderson.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
And 5.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. From the gun, Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens 1st down.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He was brought down by Adrian Colbert. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Being chased out left. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
First and 10, it's Dallas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
10 at the 17-yard line.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Right back to Dobbins on first.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Now a carry for Dobbins.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Now Dobbins.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And we will get a time. Out with 2 ticks left. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And he got him. Justin Tucker boots it through and plays the role of hero. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it. A little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Baltimore, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin, certainly.
Stop it.
on nobody.